Part 2. Part 2. As easy as it is to fall into temptation, you have to, hold on. You have to be able to communicate on an esoteric level from a deep down cellular level. You have the knowledge that you have within your DNA is supposed to be a store type thing. So the mother goes in, checks, make sure the inventory is there, make sure all that, and make sure that you are okay, that you are fed, you are well taken care of. It's a piece of economy type stuff. But I digress. Into things that are a little bit too up there, but yeah, that was fire. I was like, damn. And then I realized how important it is to start branching out into several different arenas. Is that correct, Father? Would you say that that's an accurate communication? Okay. We have to start branching out into new arenas because everything is underground now. You know what I mean? Like yesterday I went on my crystal, to do my little turning it on and just realizing that it's a television set type small thing in the spiritual realm. And I saw two people looking in on me, a woman and a man. They were standing in the forest. I was like, what the fuck is y'all doing on my device? And they're like, oh, we're selling this kind of stuff, and when people turn it on, and we're their suppliers. I said, oh, you mean like the black market type stuff? And they got scared. And I grabbed my honey calcite ball. I put it up to my third eye. And it completely blew up their operation. Because number one, if you ain't a part of my crew, don't spy on me. If you ain't a part of my shit, it's not your business. It's not your business. And number two, then a whole bunch of other, like, not Santeros, but like, bunch of different beings were coming into my apartment then. And I was like, war ready. I said, I'm already ready. I had to pick them up from my braids. My Medusa hair grew into these snakes. And I wrapped it around their neck and hung them. I scare myself sometimes. Like the stuff that I see in the spiritual, like, y'all, it's scary. It's scary. And I could laugh about it, but it's a beauty in that I'm sacrificing my fear to harness my power to eradicate the people from a spiritual world and bring them back down to the ground. I lower their ass into this realm and I force them to sit down. They can't go up there without permission. Because yesterday, when the giants fell, when them giants fell, I walked up on my throne, made it rain blood with my sacrifice up there, and me and my husband made sure that I was placed back where I needed to be. And he is beautiful. He is freaking beautiful. And I was like, how are we gonna reverse time? We need to start working on reversing time for a few people. I said 5 men right now and 5 women will be granted that access. Only 5 right now, because they was using it. Y'all didn't even know it. They was making like doubles of themselves because they can. They was making fucking doubles of themselves and just like saying, oh, well, this character's dead. Like it's a straw man type stuff. And I said, okay, I'm gonna eat a bunch of strawberries. When a mother eats strawberries, what happens? It devours your straw man. Secret. Message. The Wayans brothers, they're my babies. Ooh. Secret. So they was playing in the wrong arena. They was playing in the wrong arena. So here I go, up there, slitting some giants' throats. Slitting the giants' throats, making sure they fell. And it was like 20, so I was like, damn, that's gonna be a big earthquake. So I had to fly below to make sure when they fell, they didn't hit too hard. And I put them in the places where... I had people put them in the places where they had collected a bunch of bones and grave digging sites and killed a bunch of my children and mass graves type thing. And I put them in the fucking grave. And I'm going to build over their body from a spiritual perspective, bitch. The atrocities that I have seen in the spirit of what they were doing in the physical, I was like, y'all monstrous little devils. Wait till I get my hands on him. And it's like, but when they go from the spiritual, these people are still in human form. Go. 1 second. These people are still in human form. Therefore, was it good, blueberry girl? Was it good, blueberry girl? Huh? Let me get a towel. Tell it to mom. Huh? Can't keep guessing. It's you I'm missing, or it's me I'm missing. Tell it to mom. Huh? Yeah, I miss you. Yeah, I miss you, baby. Oh. There you go, mama. Okay. Yeah, chica little. You're actually big. Ah, no. Up. Yeah. So put them over there. I'm gonna rewind some information because yesterday was a pretty busy spiritual day. Pretty busy. I got into this energy, y'all, which I would say is a Hierophant type energy, but it was different. I was floating in midair, right? From a spiritual perspective, I was floating in midair because I harnessed this point of anger because 2 people that I love were fighting. 2 people that I love a lot. Like a lot. We're fighting. And it brought out a anger in me that was so controlled that could be an addicting power, you know. And that power can be addicting, but I have the weight of my heart, a golden heart. And that is going to weigh down that power, because I know at the end of the day, I want everyone to be good. I want people to be happy. I want them to have what they need. Like, that's what I want. Like, you know that feeling when you just like, you good? Like, you don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about fucking which your meal's gonna come from. And you ain't gotta struggle, but you good. That's how I want my people to be, like, good. They up in the kitchen cooking together, you know, smoking a little something and talking and just like a camaraderie type thing. And seeing when they get in a point where they start to let the like jealousy shit get in, or not jealousy, but like anger, and all these memories were coming back yesterday, and it was a big deal. But I was like, my spirit, and I'm going to tell you this for real, my spirit needed to be fed. It needed to be fed. And there's a lot of brave people who stood up and made sure that spirit was fed. Because they had my heart caged up, my mind caged up, everything was caged up, but I thought I was free. You know what I mean? I thought I was free. And then I finally got to a point where I'm like, yo, where is the manifestations that I have been doing? Where has it been going? Huh? Have you ever thought about that? You like, yo, I manifested $1 million, and you gave somebody $1. Where has the money that you've been manifesting going? Because every time I lit a green candle, that shit wouldn't come to me. Who was I feeding? Who was I taking care of before myself? I was like, I need this candle. He need that. She need that. Shoot. And God made sure to send somebody to take care of me for a little bit. Huh, Angel? So it comes from, girl, hide my boobies. It comes from a selfishness in the point of your heart that you have to realize that power is just your ego activating itself, because you have balanced your heart with your ego, right? Ego is heavy. Egos make giants, But when your ego is so big to the point where you become the night sky, you become the blackest part of the galaxy, right? And you have nothing to weigh you down. You are ether. You're out of here. You're out of here. Baseball shit. But if you have a heart of gold, guess what that shit, it grounds you in your human form. So, I'm blessed. Can I get an amen? Can I get a ashe? Oh, I'm blessed. And if you are watching this, 15/15, you are blessed. I lit my Christmas tree yesterday because y'all on a different calendar. And my tree was green candles with a white one up top. I said, Father, I'm doing this spell. I'm doing this magic because we need to start making it rain. We need to start making our children, allow them to have a little bit of extra stuff so that they could be like, ready to go. Get in a car, pick up mama. We going to the pyramids. We about to turn this shit on. Like, we need to move forward. And I said, if you light, I'm going to light this candle. If this candle goes out into a half moon, then you're on your way. If it keeps burning to the end, then I know that I need to, wait a couple years and get things organized. Like I started working out and just am eating 100% vegetables and fruits just to be on this fast so that I could get my body back into the peak shape that it was back in the day. And if the candle came into a half moon, it blew out in a half moon. I was like, oh, we are on the precipice of something amazing. Don't give up. Don't give up. And if anybody tells you, hold on, put my ruby away. And if anybody tells you anything different, like you're not who you say you are or anything like that, just let them go. Let them do their thing. If they don't fucking want to rock with you through your craziness, through your stuff. Because yesterday I tapped into imagination. That's fucking powerful. What the is? We need to be dealing with our kids on an imaginative level. Like, we need to be putting this in their head. Keep your imagination. That's your sanctity. Your imagination is your sanctity. Your imagination. I had a little kid tambourine and I was running around with it, running in the on my mat, and I saw these kids running out. Wow. I'm talking motherfucking wow. Like fucking dogs. Wow. Like nobody has been up on this level. They eating and doing what they want and on this level. I was like, hold up. I turned my moon on. Boom. I was like, boom. I was like, I'm whooping that ass. I got my tambourine. I went, whoop. I said, go back down to your body. Y'all in trouble. Because just like y'all got the good, y'all got the bad little that's out on the veranda. They think that the moon gonna hide them too. They was breeding generations of, you can do this. You can, without knowing none of the consequences. So now they gotta all be retrained, rebrained. I'm gonna tell you another thing. Facebook changed its name to Meta. That's because it's a meta data digging site. Boo. It's a meta data digging site. Digging for gold information, nigga. That's why they kicked me off. They were like, oh, yeah, we still heard from us for World Coast. I was like, yeah, y'all know I post on Instagram too, huh? It's not yours no more. Imagery is owned. Imagery has a watermark of the eye, depending on where you're going into. Depending on where you at, what image you look at on social media, there's a watermark burned into that. This is why I go back and look at my pictures a lot. I'm like, vanity, vanity. See, here we go again. You're so vain. I'm like, I'm trying to access the past, baby. Let me do that. I'm not always done up with full makeup and, you know, fluffy and ta. Sometimes I just don't have nothing on. I just be wanting to talk. Need to access this feeling in the near future. I just need to access it. So Facebook hit the dinosaur era. The rest of this shit is next. But yeah, let me see what else was popping off and around. Yeah, there was a lot of commotion about who was in Leo. Who had placements in Leo? I'm like, y'all didn't know y'all signs? And they're like, well, we thought there was 12 signs. I was like, no, there's 13 signs, baby. Read them and weep. Y'all gotta keep looking. Dig deeper. And if you on that level already, or like, if you on that level where you're trying to contemplate where your placements are, you're on a good path. Just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I was in the midst of a conversation with one of my amazing, awesome people, right? Husband's girl. And I turned into gold. My wings turned into gold. My whole body turned into like a golden thing. I was like, oh, now you can access gold information. Is this what you need? Do you need the top of the tree? Do you need the star at the top of the tree, huh? So, gold information is being fed through the Ori, and it is fucking good shit. I'm talking ese primo information. So if you haven't gotten to the point where you could turn a bitch to gold from an alchemy perspective, y'all lost it. y'all way behind. Y'all got some real fucking what's it called? You got some real smart men out there. And women, of course. Oh my gosh. So many smart women, of course. That's where they be getting the information from. Sometimes they just go digging themselves. Them motherfuckers the gold diggers. They're like, oh, I see a bitch wide open. All right, give me that shit. And they access the heart chakra, and the heart chakra is like, oh, I'm in love. I know, because I fell in love a lot. And the only reason I say in love, let's talk about that. My booby on my shoe. Let's talk about what love is. What creates an oxytocin in your head, like, if a nigga can make you come, excuse my French, that releases a pheromone in your head that can smell gold. can smell the possibility of access into the divine realms. And because that's never happened to me in my life. No, I say maybe twice. Maybe less. Maybe twice. And it was just like little low chakra, you know, vibrational shit. It was like, you know, low chakras. It was like, you know, when you go to the oh my gosh, the fair, and they got that hammer, right? And they hit the hammer on the thing and it go up. Well, some niggas can hit it and it goes up. You know? But imagine a nigga hit it and go. That's what love, that's what women was confusing with love. That was the niggas that struck gold. And they were like, I'm marrying this nigga. I want to feel this again. And then they could never reach that peak of information because that person was, you know, testing things out, and they didn't know what they was actually doing. They was just faking it. You know what I mean? You fake it till you make it. Most people can. But the niggas who could hit it all the way to the stars like that shit, primo, they deserve gold information. So let that shit fall. And then that's where Sprinkle Me came from. Because you could get up there to the star, right? They didn't turn on the motherfucking star and sprinkle that shit. And then that's what goes into the man's head. It's star quality information. Top. Nobody can fly, right? Like that. That's why they say you got wings. You got wings to fly. You know, there's angels and all that kind of stuff. But in the midst of lovemaking, to literally fly, it would take, I would say, maybe a billy worth of ether. That's going into outer space. If you ain't got a billy worth of ether, I would say a zilly. Because it got to be on Z. Gotta be on Z. Look at that ego. Gross. I just want to talk real without too much ego, please, mommy. They have coco probably santanies catastro. Mitratotmutmala totum bobomol catatil. Dini the catosini hato. Hator, papis and cotton, you timid catolish milala. Ye. That was so far. They didn't get it. Not Tatalelo. Shifomto to pick me in a catty. Statu mama. Di Alcast. Di Stonoro Elic. Di Samudo Cam. Ma Aleka. Viti. The shop of the Macater. Who mammy? Humble is for the weak. Diti Sarat go what ma. Let me spread my wings and fly. No. Be the catista. Nah, the ridiculous touch me the color. Mina tiriajo mona tarator ator me que satarango bismaringa cash un turo if you're gonna use my vessel to turko papasni. I have to be humble. This is my book. In my book, humility. Samatos keeps me grounded. You can talk through me, but but you have to be a fair. I am sorry too for talking to you this way, but you have to also realize that we are one, right? And I see you right here in the star. Be humble. I love you too. Me too. She is a fiery, fiery, fiery woman. Tapping into these channels, y'all get in trouble. I felt somebody tap into Hathor yesterday and she fucking cussed them out. And I had to go up there and calm her down. I'm like, why is these bitches tapping into this energy? Knowing damn well she devour anybody who fucking play with her. She will eat your ass. She got a lion head for a reason, nigga. Like, gosh. Y'all think it's so cute and funny. I'm gonna dress up with a lion head for Halloween. I'm gonna do this. I'm like, okay. She's out of the cage, y'all. She's out. She out. She Roman. She not Greek, she Roman. Hold on. Here. Stop. She not Greek, she Roman. Anyway, this is the goal information. I love talking about this because nobody has reached the peak of information yet. And then this is pretty close. It has some really good shit. But I could talk to you guys about sections of star constellations, etherical worlds, because there's a world in black, in space. The little dew, morning dew. You're gonna make my booby show. The little morning dew in the air is a world. And it's like, if you are a librarian, you got to run up to the stars, bring the information down, and you got to roll it around like not a wheel, but you know where the people was sewing back in the day. You got to roll it, and that's how you ground the information for the masculine. However, most women, I'm sorry to say, cannot do it. Because once you're in black, you got to go through a million different doors to get to the right one. But if you don't know the map, the mother got the map. So if you haven't talked to the mother about going into it, sometimes accessing certain information, you can only get to the top of a tree instead of the top of the stars. So anyway, that's my part 2. That's what was paid for. That was the information that was tapped into. And forgive me, y'all, if I talk a lot about sex, because that's like where I realm. That's my realm. That's love and pleasure and combining your spirits. Like, that's where I roam. I know it's probably like very sickening sometimes to just hear sex or whatever. But they was trying to reprogram y'all on a different frequency. So I have to pull y'all out of that frequency of sex for no reason. Dame, here. Pulling y'all out of the sex for no reason and sex for glorification of male identity and you know, hip hop is a euphemism for a new religion. You know, just moving it from the what I see, that's all I want. But I want it because she is delicious looking. Not all that glitters is gold. Not all that glitters is gold, y'all. I saw some shit. Oh, watching these tapes. These bitches was devouring spirits. Getting y'all basketball players and football players and, you know, getting to this realm of magical men. They would appear all docile like lambs and shit. These bitches turned out to be motherfucking beasts. Woo! And they would turn into these things and just... I was like, Ma! Why y'all let them in your house? Y'all think it's fun to just like pop, 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 pop anything? Y'all smelt a little gold. Y'all smelt a little bit of something, like maybe she knows something. And y'all went sniffing. That's why I say, I ain't no mood to hum, don't. What's that? Smells like ether and gold. And then what would happen? Hold on, mommy. Get off of me. Why you always doing me like this? Mama. Which boob? You about to get off of it because you're too big now. You about to get off. I can't use my boob milk for my spells no more. It's getting too old. So you can get off. You're so cute. Anyway, accessing ether through third eye, woman, devouring man, beast,